Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome to Sons of Liberty 1773. This is where liberty-minded people meet. And our liberty is certainly under attack in the world, isn't it? Internally, externally, up, down, in, out. Freedom is under siege. So we're heading toward World War III, folks. The doomsday clock is about to strike midnight. There's a fire hose of frickin' bad news coming every day. You know what I think of the current administration, this puppet government, not only in Ukraine, but the puppet government here in America that's, marching us toward the last war of humanity. So here's what's going on, folks. Yesterday we learned about the Patriot missiles, right? Patriot missiles being deployed into Ukraine. I'm hearing rumors NATO is going to make a no-fly zone over Ukraine. We've been moving military assets and personnel near Ukraine. Multinational forces are gathering, and it's going to be biblical. That's where it's heading. So now we learn U.S. Air Force deploys F-15 Strike Eagles near Russia for deterrence ops on NATO's eastern flank. Will replace F-22 Raptors, which are a hell of a plane, by the way. In a statement, the Department of Defense said that F-15s of the U.S. Air Force arrived at Lask Air Base on November 27, 2022. The arrival of Strike Eagles in Poland was also announced on Twitter by the DOJ on December 12th, just 2 days ago. DOJ tweeted, coming down the line, 6 U.S. Air Force F-15 Strike Eagles assigned to the 48th Fighter Wing arrive at Lask Air Base, Poland to begin deterrence operations on NATO's eastern flank. It just keeps getting worse. And here was the article. U.S. is set to approve sending Patriot missile battery to Ukraine. Putin, something's going on with Putin, folks. Putin cancels annual year-end news conference. The break in tradition comes as Russia's war in Ukraine falters and its economy struggles under the weight of sanctions. The Kremlin spinning it as Kremlin hit by major flu outbreak. Vladimir Putin set to isolate in bunker. Putin is moving. Putin will spend from now. It says Putin will spend the new year in the bunker in east of the Ural Mountains, and that is from yesterday. That article. So we're heading to World War III. It's I don't know any nice way to put it. They're marching us to war. The globalists apparently see nuclear world war as some benefit to humanity. Maybe to them. I don't know where they get it. They'll be in their elite bunkers. I don't understand this, folks. It's just so stupid because I believe peace can be had. I believe under Trump, Putin would have never attacked Ukraine. We have a government now that's part of the globalists, agents of the CCP. I actually think China is using their asset, Biden, and everybody they've undermined in America and around the world to take out one of their their neighbors, Russia. Russia and China are getting along now, but they never had. So China's over there behaving like, hey, Vladimir, we're with you. Hate America. We hate them too, and we're with you. But secretly China is saying, hey, I can't wait for them to Putin and the West to get into it, and they're taking out one of our geopolitical enemies. Because China plays the long game. They think in hundreds and sometimes thousands of years with their plans. Let me know what you think. But I think this is terrible. This administration wants the Great Reset. Russia's not a player. So they want to take out Russia. You know, it's always Russia, 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 right? Never the CCP, our real geopolitical enemy, but, you know, the Democrats, it's always, and Putin, and, you know, always about Russia being the evil. Russia believes in nationalism, in their right to exist, just like America and Americans. Trying to build a liberal democracy on the border of Russia, you know, takes as a threat to their sovereignty. And so we're at war. We're at war with Russia right now. I mean, you may not want to believe it, but the fact is we are. I believe we have boots on the ground in Ukraine of, you know, advisors, like in how Vietnam started. But they are fast tracking us toward nuclear world war. And I'm going to tell you, with the Patriot batteries and this F-16 Eagles and more of our military assets being sent to Ukraine, along with our men and women, I think they're you know, I think they are really for some reason they think Putin's not going to do anything. Well, we'll go ahead and put Patriot missile batteries in there because, you know, everything we keep poking the bear, and he's really not did anything. He's not using tactical nukes. So we just don't think he has it in him. It's all bluster. You know, he's posturing until he sets off a nuke. I believe they're pushing Putin to that. And I think I don't think it's the flu is the reason that he's at a command and control center at a nuke-proof bunker. I think it's going to get real, folks. Could happen while we're sleeping tonight. I mean, I just feel like the clock, the doomsday clock's not 100 seconds to midnight. It's 1 second from midnight. And, you know, when the doomsday clock hits midnight, it's full-on nuclear world war. So, you know, the international atomic scientists have moved the clock. If you go read their why the clock is so close to midnight, it's nothing to do with nuclear world war. It's to do with climate, you know, man-made climate change. But in the past, it's always been nuclear world war. You know, how 5 minutes to midnight, 10 minutes to midnight. Let me know what you think. I'll share this. I'll leave the article on the F-15 Strike Eagles as a pinned comment. But comment down below. Let me know what you think. You know, I shared that video. I did a video yesterday on the Patriot missile batteries being deployed to Ukraine. That should be a major story. I mean, it should have really blew up on and got a lot of views. And I think they're suppressing it. You know, they don't want the truth out there, I guess. We can't change this stuff, folks, right? There's nothing we can do about this. But what we can do is prepare, okay? That's it. If you're in a military target, you know, then you're probably going to be c'est la vie if it goes full nuclear war. But as a rule, most of humanity is going to survive. Not even have any effects of radiation poisoning, I'm told. I don't believe that, by the way, but some say that. But if you're not near a city, if you're out in rural America or rural wherever in the world, you're probably going to be fine, at least in the short term. I mean, maybe you know, if you get a good dose of radiation, you know, you might, you know, get cancer or something down the road. But as a rule, you're going to live, and your will to survive will take over. You know, I had a friend say, well, if it starts, I'm not running from the nukes. I'm running toward them. Probably not. You're going to want to live. But all I can do is prepare. It's what I tell everybody to do. You know, have water filtration, food on hand, all the stuff you need to live for probably a minimum of a year now. I used to tell people 30 days. And maybe work toward 2 or 3 if you have the means. But definitely try to have, you know, a year's worth of stuff. You can do it. Figure it out. You know, there's a bazillion prepper videos. Just, you can go on YouTube and put prepping for beginning, and you'll pull up a million videos. They're all over the internet. If you don't know what to do, start there. It's not complicated. You know what you need, toothpaste, soaps, Band-Aids, food, water. You know what you use on a monthly basis, what you need to survive. Just stock up on a bunch of it. That's all I can tell you, because it's getting real. And I think the shite hitting the fan is about ready to play out in a big way. Pray I'm wrong, but I'm preparing as if I'm right. And we don't have any peacemakers. No one's trying to get, no one's working hard to put a peace deal together here that should be easily achievable, right? They're pushing us toward war because they think, the elites, a nuclear nation with hypersonic doomsday weapons. I mean, doomsday torpedoes to actually take out the coast of America, of one of their, of a nation state. Hypersonic weapons. Russia possesses a state-of-the-art hypersonic nuclear arsenal. And somehow, Joe Biden and the morons think they're going to, take over. They're going to push this guy around and interfere with Russian sovereignty. Don't think that ends well. I mean, from a cursory look at this problem, you think, don't be poking the bear, folks. This is a nuclear nation. And it just seems like you could set Ukraine down and Russia and say, look, the cost of death, Putin, do we even want Ukraine after you blow the hell out of it? Say, look, this madness needs to stop. The people of Russia want peace. The people of Ukraine want peace. You guys have family in each other's country. You speak the same language. You share the same religion, the same history. What are you warring for? Why do you want to drag the world into World War III? We don't want part of this. Let's make a deal. Nobody's doing this, folks. And that should scare the shite out of you. Okay? Just not good. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Enjoy your day. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you got to be cognizant of what's going on. Okay? The economy's imploding. Inflation's through the roof. And it all goes back to that thing in 2020, right? It was like a transitional point in history when we turned from light to darkness, and the world's been dimming ever since. You got any thoughts? If I'm off base, let me know. All right. But I don't think I am. But I like reading your comments. I try to read them all. And that's it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.